Howdy peeps and peoples, hope everybody's having a wonderful day. What we're going to do in this video today, we have been tearing apart this burnt down 321D Caterpillar stuck on a farm. Got lightning struck last year. Saturday we worked on tearing this thing down. Saturday evening has rolled around and now it's time to get this big hunk of junk up on the trailer. And yeah, we're wore out, we're tired and exhausted. I don't know if this is going to go so well. So I'm not going to cut a lot out of this video because I think there's a lot to learn about physics with loading this thing. And I sure did learn a lot myself. And this ain't the first thing I've loaded. So let's check her out and see if I can get this thing done and get everything back to the mill and unloaded. Because Larry's got to have the flatbed Monday morning to move pallet stock. Me and the boys and Perry, we got done. And Perry went back to the mill. He called it a day. It was getting late. I mean, I conned him in to help me long enough on it. I thought, man, I can get it from here. You know, hell, knock off and have yourself a little bit of a day. Then the twins, they went up with Mommy and they went to town. So I ran that load of stuff back to the mill on the flatbed. And then I come back bobtail, got the low boy, and muscled it around through there again. It was exciting. I got it, I made it all the way up there and spun out. I was trying to get it set up to where the low boy's kind of uphill and I'll roll it on and not be sidling, so I ain't fighting it back and forth trying to keep it on the trailer. After that, I come up here and spun it around. It's light enough. See, the whole idea was to get this down to a manageable package where I could put it on a trailer. And it's now light enough to where, is that my daggone, that's my daggone mat out of my pickup. We're gonna find out if that thing's ruined. Daggone it, didn't he? Assuming makes an ass out of you and me. All right, so I got this thing light enough I can roll it. I pulled the final out. I'd stole that one a while back, so it only had one in and I pulled it out. And I'm not going to wrestle that son of a buck till I'm done. I'll move my truck down here and get it loaded up. That's going to be my brakes, where I can take my tong dongers and grab that, and that's going to be the whoa mule. And I'm going to give it a little push from this side, and I'll use my head to slide back and forth on the tracks to steer it. So we will see how this goes. I'll give you all the bird's eye view up here. We'll start rooting around on this thing. I'm sure you guys, those of you that knows Lauderway, can tell at this point I'm pooped out. I'm tired. I just want to get this thing on a trailer. It's been a long day. It started out, I think I got the mill started this morning at I think I unlocked the shop. It's Saturday morning. It's Saturday. Unlocked shop 5:30 after going hard all week this week, and unlocked the shop 5:30 Saturday morning. Got stuff loaded up, or got flatbed hooked up to Blackie and headed back here to get started while Perry got Whitey ready and stuff. And then we went at her like crazy today, tearing this thing down. And my personal goal, because of the way it'll match into Sunday and going on into Monday of next week, is to get this thing loaded, get it parked at my house this evening, which is Saturday evening before dark, to where Sunday morning I can get up, sleep in a little bit, get up, head to the mill with it, and start unloading all that stuff and get everything unpacked to mill Sunday and get everything put back where it belongs. I had to come back and get this big dent in to get it ready to go back to the mill for next week for working in the log yard and stuff. So, you know, to get all the timing to work out, long story short, is I got to figure out how the physics are going to work on loading this hunk of junk. And the daggone thing is I thought I knew how this thing was going to react, because back when this machine wasn't burnt to a crisp, I loaded it many times on that very trailer. And I'm going to tell you, when it comes to loading an excavator, the fact that you got a boom which works as a crutch, a hydraulic crutch, you really lose track of how much that boom helps you when you're running an excavator and having tracks that's under its own power compared to just a limp iron turd rolling down a hill. So, so instead of editing this out and making it a shorter video that'd be more appealing to people watching and stuff like that, I thought, you know what? There's going to be a few people that watches this that wants to see what kind of way things reacted as I'm playing with it and stuff like that. In case you all ever have to do something like this, any of you all, maybe it'll help you all a little bit. I don't know. I mean, I sure struggled around with it. And the way I learn, you know, you got people that thinks intuitively and you got people that wants a plan. I'm an intuitive thinker all the way down the line. Now, Big Daddy shows up here later. He'd been walking timber all day, and him and Mama's tired and stuff like that. They've been working all day too, but they just gonna get back to the farm here in a few minutes and watch me struggling with this thing, and they'll get involved. And you'll see, I didn't edit it out. Me and that Big Daddy got kind of cranky to each other. I want you to see, you know, we are, our family heritage runs back to Belgium. So we got kind of the, I don't know, look at that stupid thing. Just hit it and turn and lazily swing to the left. You know, and what am I doing now, Tater? Why? Well, so I'm thinking I'm just going to roll the head on here. Hell with it. But anyways, our family is from Belgium. That's where when we get tired and grumpy and there's nobody else around, and we let our true colors fly, we're kind of like Frenchy smartasses. I'm sorry, that's just kind of how we are. I don't know why we're that way. We care a bunch and we don't mean to be toxic, and when me and Big Daddy works together, it takes both of us' brains to figure something complex out. So me and him both knows we have to work together on stuff. But Big Daddy is the type of guy, he wants a plan before he moves. He wants to know what all's going to go wrong. He wants to know the safety about it. And he wants it predictable. Me, I want to come in there and start poking around on stuff and seeing how things react to what you're doing until I start getting a feel for what's going on. So I tend to go at it totally intuitive. And at this point, my nerves are standing on the outside of the skin. I mean, right now, I'm just a walking nerve. I'm like, if I could get this son of a buck put up on this trailer, I swear. And, of course, I still got to root it around and drive through the farm and get it up and out of here yet. It was too out of control for me to, it's too slippy sloppy. It hit the steel on steel deck climbing on and then scurried over the side. I think I got enough. Here's what I think. I think I got enough weight back there, counterweight, to where I just can lift that up and bring it up on the trailer. But to do so, I can't be pulling up as a raise up, because I'll hook it on this low boy. And when I hook it on the side of the trailer, I can't lift it up over it. So I need to hook up a mechanism I can lift with to where I can go straight up and then bring towards me. So we'll see if I can come up with that rig, and then we'll be back. Okay, here's what I come up with. It ain't great, but it's what we're gonna do. I hook my chains up under the tracks on the front and the back. The idea there is when I raise up, I'm raising the tracks up so there's not gonna be no slack hanging down the bottom. So once I get the bottom track up above that, it should be good to go. The only problem I got is I have no way to slide it. I don't think it's gonna work, but we'll see. And that thing, I don't know, I hope I don't tear up my chain too, because I mean, that's about all I can lift this machine. I don't know if that chain will hold up to all it can lift. I mean, we'll just have to go at it slow and cautious and see if this somehow works. It's one of them things, I don't know if it's gonna work or not. We might actually be defeated at this point. We'll just have to see. So I hope this don't damage the channel or damage what you all think of Logger Wade and Big Daddy, but because I want you all to see a more, I don't know, honest side of Logger Wade instead of the one that's trying to hide his flaws. You know what I mean? So here we go. Big Daddy's gonna show up in a second. Me and him's gonna root and wrestle around and get this stupid thing up on the trailer and try not to kill each other. And Big Mama's gonna try to be patient enough not to kill both of us. So. I'm gonna have to pull it back up the hill, get it position right, and bring it back on. So I see that's been my only option.
getting on that piece of steel, so you're on wood on wood. But when then we're going to be out of board when we get up here where we need it. Well, we'll have to stop and pull it back and stick the board. Well, I ain't worried about as long as I get that out there. You can stop. If I'm going over this side now, I can't tell. I'll guide you from here. Somebody guide me now. You have it. Okay. You got to be able to stop it. We got a lot of slop.
problem's going to be is getting out of here. So I'm going to need...
That ain't a problem yet.
Well, all right, if you're ready to listen, I'm going to have to park this thing to where I got a lot of tractor weight so I can get out of this hole. So if I'm on far enough, maybe we need to stop where we're at and put floorboards down.
pitch down and that end of it. I'll get it. As long as our chocks get us, I can get out of here and chain it down. Yeah. Brought it out here, me and Calvin did it Sunday morning. Brought it out here to Death Valley. This is where our stuff goes to die. We robbed parts off of stuff, but a lot of things hadn't had a lot of parts ripped. Robbed off of it for a while. Old flatbed. Junk 748 we bought. An old G we bought is actually this sister's twin. We bought that old G for parts years ago from a company out of Michigan. And this is the one we got from Kentucky, Arma. It's been a good skidder for many years. This was a good machine. I guess we'll roll this baby up and pack it in there too. Death Valley.
YouTube, this is Calvin recording. We're currently at the mill. We just got here. It's a Traco. About to take it off and put it in the scrap yard. Got Dad in the loader. We got P-Mom over there. Gotta move it, arm it. din din. There we go. It's a ghost. It's run. It's a ghost. There's a ghost in it. Oh, it's stuck. Here we go. Shabam.
What do you think, Calvin?
That one better than I expected.
All right, shut up and save the battery. Pretty sad deal. It's I would probably pick my chin up over this one. I really, but you can't let this get you down, you know. I need to put this somewhere with some dumb scrap.
Working what?
I need to put it somewhere with some dumb scrap. Something's got some
Gum scrap. No
dumb
good.
scrap. Yeah, just dumb fucking steel. Yeah, I don't care. Shut your door so you don't fall out. I don't want to lose my budgie.
Hi, is it recording?
Yeah.
Hi, you two people.
Trying to figure out where to put this.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of junk.
I don't want to throw it away because it's got thickness to it.
This scrap pile.
because I figure somehow we need to help her, and we'll have to rig some of it. I want to strip this. That truck was back here.
I don't see nothing wrong with that same area unless you want to.
Yeah, I don't know if I can put this somewhere where I can strip a few things off of it and then scrap it, because they don't have much to give.
Take it down there by that goddamn little lift, unless we want to pick that lift up and get it out of there. There's a lot of room in there, but anyhow, we can do that later.
I could square that lift around right quick. Okay. Spray all this and kill all these weeds out of here, trees.
Yeah.
It's a sad, depressing area. You don't want to look back here too much. It'll make you depressed.
What happened to that truck we had back here? It's like a blue truck.
A blue truck?
Yeah.
Well, there's parts of that truck at Dan's when it got wrecked. Whoop. Yep.
We used to have that.
Yeah, it was a piece of junk. And it got to be a labor sucker where we was playing with it all the time. So it was like, we're gonna quit spending money on it. And now it's just decrepit to where it's almost to the point where it's not worth a hoot anyways.
What'd you use it for?
It's a man lift.
Yeah. I know that, but like...
Well, getting around places around the sawmill. You know, up on top of tall conveyors and stuff like that. That's what we got it for. And Dad got it pretty cheap. And we just thought, heck with it, we'll... I don't know if I want to put that all the way in there because I want to strip a few things off of it and trash it.
Yeah.
Now some of this other stuff I want to hold on to it. There's just so much stuff. It takes time and labor to turn this stuff into something. So it's just hard to go, it's hard to throw it away because it's useful parts. And then it's hard to mess with because it takes so much time of screwing around to mess with it too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a catch-22, you know. Piam is 75 years old, still in it every day.
Yeah.
That's proof that you gotta take care of yourself and push yourself. A lot of people get weak and they give up, and you've got to push yourself or you won't make it. It's one good thing about this industry being hard is it keeps you
in shape.
Keeps you like an animal, you know what I mean? There it is. Boy, you can tell it's on there. It's not light.
Yeah. Still think it's funny you had to weld it together.
Yep. Now these cylinders, I just repacked that top one against the loader. I mean, it's got new seals in it. What's your thoughts?
I think we're better off putting it down there.
Okay. bucket and that'll be it. We'll probably let the rest of it go for now. You gotta watch, you'll bury yourself in scrap. But if you got talent, it's hard for scrap not to be useful. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Now if you don't know how to do nothing with your hands, then scrap's just a waste of space. And a lot of times, P.O. and Guinea, they did a good job protecting Daddy all these years so I could learn, but they never learned them skills. So a lot of times we get into argument because something I think's good, they think's trash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Granny is also good at sorting and organizing, and so is P.O. So that don't just cause I can use it don't necessarily mean that I'm right and they're wrong either. So that's humility's important, not being arrogant, you know, because it takes everybody to figure something out, especially wicked problems.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how it is, not knowing you're not alone and stuff like that. Now look at him, 75 years old, he's gonna jump right up there.
I gotta get that fucking orange bar out there. Okay?
I'll get it,
Well, it's in the way.
I'll get it.
Go. You're going back and forth. Nice.
Now the cylinder, we need to grease that up. That rod, so it don't go bad. Yeah, looks good.
If the guy's gonna pry around on that salvage and then
Yeah.
get off, it'd be a pretty dangerous spot.
Yeah, we'll set it on the ground before we get too wild. All right.
I'm gonna take them other four before it goes back where you need me over there yet, don't you? Because you got that tail end to put back somewhere.
I figured I'd save it because I got that valve in front of it. I might see if I can dig it out. I'll check on it. It's heavy now. That big one is. There's different modes them excavators run on. And I think they got that thing set in economy mode. And it won't give the full power of the main lift cylinders. So that excavator was acts a little weak than the burnt one. The burnt one had more power, but it's set up in power mode. But you gotta know the code and get in the computer and change it, and I just ain't got to it yet. I got the code somewhere, but I don't remember where. Once I find it, I'm gonna write it down on the thing. We got it. Ah, feel it on this loader.
Is that the weight?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. This thing's taking it like a beast.
Yeah, this loader's stout now.
Mm-hmm.
This is the big loader.
Wow.
And that den stronger if it's in power mode.
Yeah.
It's been aggravating running it in that economy or whatever it's set in. It ain't got the strength and the lift capacity, but it won't hardly end over end either. Where that other machine, as soon as you get on the side of the tracks, you can lift it right up and flop yourself over. You want to?
Go.
That's a valve bank. That's the
Oh.
heartbeat. That's like the transmission of the excavator. And that thing is not cheap, and it's full of some very necessary parts.
This thing heavy too.
Not as heavy as the other one. I think the other one's 8,000 pounds. This is 3, so together they're
11,000.
yeah. Unless I'm off, it might be worse than that.
Something wrong with it.
Oh, that clevis pin fell out. I just told you.
We'll do the rest of this Monday.
Mindy.
Daggone, I break one of my keepers of that bucket off. I had to broke it off yesterday when it got caught in that other excavator.
Yep. We gotta reuse it.
Yeah, that's a good bucket. Huh.
That's not good.
Damn, did it get stuck in my machine harder than I thought?
Yeah, it was on there. Me and Jackson are yelling at you.
I was in the middle of losing my stuff over that.
Wait.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta take my priorities now. This I'll take down to the shop. Damn, where's that other tooth?
We'll find it. I'll go up in the Ranger and try to find it.
Yeah, you remember where the bucket and stuff was?
Yeah.